Landing a fighter jet on an aircraft carrier in strong winds and rough seas is one of the toughest challenges in aviation. The carrier's moving deck and limited runway demand extreme precision and skill. Pilots must constantly adjust speed, altitude, and angle of attack to match the ship's motion. On board, the airboss guides them using visual cues and advanced systems to ensure safe landings, while deck crews work swiftly to stop the jet as its tail hook catches the arresting cables. The V-22 Osprey is a tiltrotor aircraft that blends the vertical lift of a helicopter with the speed and range of an airplane. It can take off and land vertically, hover, and transition into forward flight, making it crucial for rapid deployment and naval missions. Its ability to operate from tight carrier decks allows direct delivery of troops and supplies without needing a runway. In 2016, sailors and Marines aboard the USS Carl Vinson practiced controlled V-22 landings to improve coordination and safety. However, its 84-foot wingspan and 60,000-pound takeoff weight make it far bulkier than typical carrier helicopters. The tiltrotor's massive rotors also create heavy turbulence during approach, forcing pilots to constantly adjust power and attitude to land safely, showcasing both innovation and the difficulty of Osprey operations at sea. To master these skills, pilots undergo extensive training and certification, known as Helicopter Landing Qualification (HLQ). They learn to approach landing decks safely, handle the aircraft on deck, and communicate effectively with ship crews. It's not just aircraft carriers that support flight operations. Other naval vessels, such as amphibious transport docks, LPDS, play a key role in expeditionary and amphibious warfare. The main difference between an LPD and a carrier lies in their purpose and aircraft type. An LPD features a broad flight deck that supports helicopters, tiltrotors like the V-22, and short or vertical takeoff aircraft. Beneath it lies a well deck, a floodable compartment for launching amphibious vehicles and landing craft like LCAC hovercraft and AAVS. This dual design lets the ship act as both a transport and a seaborne logistics hub. Unlike carriers, LPDS lack long runways or catapult systems for high-speed jets. Instead, they focus on flexibility, supporting short takeoff and vertical landing operations. This need led to the creation of the F-35B, designed primarily for the U.S. Marine Corps to operate from small ships, short runways, and remote locations. The F-35B introduced two revolutionary technologies: a lift fan that adds vertical thrust during takeoff and landing, and a three-bearing swivel nozzle that directs engine thrust downward for vertical lift. Together, they enable short takeoff mode, allowing the jet to launch forward with precision. No long runway needed. This capability completely redefined how modern fighter jets operate from confined spaces, such as small carriers or forward bases, giving military forces a massive tactical advantage in combat zones where traditional airstrips aren't available. During hover or vertical landing, the swivel nozzle becomes crucial. The pilot adjusts its angle to control altitude, while the lift fan maintains balance and lift. This precise control lets the F-35B land safely on tight carrier decks where traditional fighters couldn't. The aircraft's advanced flight control software automatically balances thrust between the lift fan and engine nozzle, reducing pilot workload and ensuring stability even in turbulent weather or rough sea conditions. This vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) capability means that F-35Bs can operate closer to the battlefield, reducing response time and increasing mission flexibility for both Navy and Marine Corps operations. Combining vertical lift systems, advanced flight controls, and exceptional pilot skill, The F-35B stands among the most advanced and versatile jets ever built. Its helmet-mounted display system, developed by Lockheed Martin, gives pilots a fully immersive heads-up experience, projecting flight data, targeting, and surroundings directly into their field of view. This system allows pilots to see through the aircraft using real-time camera feeds, offering unmatched situational awareness in combat. At Lockheed Martin's Fighter Demonstration Center, pilots train through realistic combat simulations. They practice stealth tactics, minimize radar visibility, and sharpen situational awareness, learning to process massive amounts of data and make split-second decisions in complex battle conditions. These simulations replicate real-world missions, allowing pilots to perfect their maneuvers before stepping into an actual cockpit. Each session challenges pilots to adapt to unpredictable threats, simulate enemy radar tracking, and execute mission objectives under intense pressure. The goal is not only to master the jet's technology, but to build instinctive reactions that can mean the difference between success and failure in combat. The training also includes advanced virtual reality environments that simulate different terrains and weather conditions, from desert heat waves to icy Arctic missions. Pilots are trained to communicate seamlessly with ground forces, naval ships, and drones, integrating multiple data streams into a single coordinated strike. This interconnected training ensures that F-35B pilots operate as part of a broader, highly synchronized network of air, land, and sea forces, enhancing the overall effectiveness of joint military operations. These exercises often include simulated electronic warfare environments, where pilots must detect, evade, and counter radar jamming or missile threats using the jet's sophisticated onboard systems. The combination of VR and AI-driven simulations allows pilots to experience hundreds of combat scenarios, improving decision-making and mission adaptability under stress. Amphibious assault ships also play a vital role. They feature massive well decks, floodable sections at the stern that launch and recover landing craft, hovercraft, and amphibious vehicles. Though hazardous, these operations follow strict safety protocols involving precise ballasting, weather monitoring, and constant communication between crew and units. Every operation demands coordination across multiple departments, from navigation officers managing ship stability to engineers controlling ballast tanks. Crew members undergo months of specialized training to handle the complex hydraulic systems and manage the timing of well deck flooding and draining with absolute precision. The ability to rapidly transition between launch and recovery operations allows these ships to sustain long-term amphibious campaigns with minimal downtime. During missions, landing craft deploy from the ship to deliver troops and gear ashore, then return once their task is complete. Among these are the Amphibious Combat Vehicle, ACV, capable of speeds over 43 miles per hour on land and 6 miles per hour in water, and the Assault Amphibious Vehicle, AAV, which transports Marines directly from ship to shore. To launch an AAV, the ship floods the well deck and lowers its stern ramp. Once afloat, the vehicle navigates to land and offloads troops and equipment. For recovery, sailors guide it back into position and secure it safely, ensuring the ship remains balanced and mission-ready. These amphibious vehicles form the backbone of coastal and island operations, capable of deploying in hostile environments where runways or ports are unavailable. Another essential craft is the Landing Craft Air Cushion, LCAC, a hovercraft that skims across the sea at up to 50 knots, quickly reaching the beach to deploy personnel and heavy gear with unmatched speed and efficiency. The ELCAC glides on a cushion of air, allowing it to move effortlessly over water and rough terrain. Once it reaches the shore, it quickly lowers its bow ramp to unload troops and equipment, enabling fast, efficient amphibious operations. The LCAC's ability to deliver tanks, vehicles, and supplies directly onto unprepared beaches makes it indispensable for rapid response missions and humanitarian aid efforts alike. These powerful craft are built to handle any challenge, from battling rough seas to delivering vital support to Marines on the ground. Every takeoff, landing, and recovery at sea showcases the perfect blend of engineering, training, and teamwork. From fighter jets catching arresting cables on stormy carrier decks to V-22 Ospreys and F-35Bs executing precise vertical landings on assault ships, naval aviation continues to push the boundaries of what's possible at sea, representing the ultimate fusion of power, precision, and innovation in modern warfare. Each mission stands as a testament to decades of research, discipline, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence that defines modern military aviation.